Today we're going to see if you should actually waste your precious free time giving Sniper Elite 4 a shot. Let me start by sharing two things. First, I haven't played any of the other games in this series, but I did want to give this series a try because, second, I love a good stealth game. And when I play a truly good stealth game, I normally try to actually be sneaky. So sneaky, in fact, that I have the trophies in the Dishonored titles for completing those games with no kills. And since sneaking around was supposed to be an integral part of this game, I needed to give it a shot. Let's have a look at the basics. You're a sniper taking on the Nazis in Italy during World War II. As you journey across Italy, you'll be given a main objective and several side quests throughout 8 levels. Every time you enter one of those levels, almost all of your tasks unlock right at the beginning, so you can choose what you want to do and in what order you'd like to complete those tasks. As a sniper, you actually have an interesting arsenal at your disposal, with the pool of actual firearms surprisingly limited. On top of the small selection of firearms, you have the standard rocks to throw to get enemies' attention, and of course, there's red tanks to explode all over the levels to help you take out foes, just like any other shooter game. Sniper Elite 4 does allow you to try and stay sneaky, however, by using some of the other things at your disposal, like explosives and things in the environment that you can use to set up traps for your enemies. You have the ability to plant those explosives on vehicles and on bodies, or you can shoot out strategic items at the right time to cause tragic accidents to happen. But sadly, doing those things just wasn't very satisfying to me when I did them. I think the lack of satisfaction came from the fact that when I started playing Sniper Elite 4, what I was looking to do was just be sneaky and shoot. Trouble was, it seemed almost impossible for me to use my actual sniper rifle on a regular basis without alerting everyone to my position. Now, I will admit, there are environmental noises that happen on a regular basis that are intended for you to use to hide the sound of your sniper rifle. But honestly, timing your shot with those sounds didn't seem to work like it's supposed to. In the end, the combination of timing my shot with the sound and the need to wait for just the right time to take the perfect shot at my enemy, and to need to line up all of those events to make it just the perfect time, was not enjoyable at all. Now, I can see where it might be very realistic, but it was really not at all entertaining. That brings me to the difficulties that are available. You can go from an easy cadet setting all the way up to what I would consider to be the masochistic authentic difficulty. I call it that because on authentic, you can bring in all kinds of new things to worry about on top of your timing and matching up with that sound. Stuff like wind speed, the direction the wind is blowing, your scope now drifting, and all kinds of other stuff. Thing is, if the developers are going to add that much realism to the game, then they also need to give you a realistic spotter to come sit with me and tell me what adjustments I need to make so I don't miss my shot. Honestly, after playing this game on a lesser setting for a while and then reading what happens on authentic, I didn't give it much of a try. Here's the quick breakdown. Lengthwise, each of the levels could take you about a good 2 hours if you try to be sneaky and you try to find everything there is to find on the level. I don't know if you want to try and find everything though, because for a good World War II game, the story is very forgettable. Audio and video are not great, but they're not awful. Fun is the real question. I think this game had the potential to be a lot of fun, but the strict timing to keep quiet and the need to set up the weird Rube Goldberg type traps instead of actually being able to just sit up in a perch, find your target, and shoot them really took away from the game with Sniper in the title. Overall, the maps are big, a lot of stuff to do, the AI is a little weird, and again, for a sniping game, you don't use your sniper rifle very much. Honestly, this is one of the few titles that I own I've never actually finished. I had more fun sniping enemies in the Far Cry series of games than I did in this one.